Welcome to Free Life Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on, Sarah? Thank you for your donation. Andrew, we got Reiki, we got Be Random with me, Tracy, and Effie, Maruta, Lover. What is everybody doing tonight? And Bartman. It is Saturday night. We're feeling all right. Halfway through the weekend, it needs to slow down. I want to savor the weekend, you know what I mean? Sarah, thank you for your other donations. Let's get started with Sarah's reading. We got a love forecast for August. What kind of love can we get into with the Gregory Scott? We do love the Gregory Scott. I mean, there's a default right there. If you're not familiar with this deck, you don't watch this channel very often. The Gregory Scott Tarot is a good deck. I mean, great deck of cards, very accurate, very good, and I like the extra stuff that they jam into here. I think it really makes the grade. I really like the Gregory Scott Tarot. Anyway, let's look and see what kind of things we can get for love. Can we get Sarah the love that Sarah needs right now? Make it happen, all of that. Mary, go ahead and ask your question. Goddess, welcome. Jendeukie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what's going on with a little bit of a Gregory Scott action here. Love forecast. What's happening? The Tower, man, a lot of love opportunities are just missed. Really feels like August is sort of the missed opportunities with love. It feels like maybe we start something, maybe we have an open door, maybe we're sort of chasing something. We're like, but this looks decent. It looks like something that we want to do, process, we want to make happen with that. King of Wands says we may even make some motions towards getting it going. We like that, sort of getting it going, trying to find it, trying to find out where it's going to go. Is this person serious? Is the person available? What kind of things are happening with this individual, right? That's going to be it. Mary, welcome to the stream. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But yeah, the Strength card. It almost seems like the connection that we make in August, some of the hints that we get, some of the open doors that do happen, as we're walking through them, just don't seem to materialize. Kind of a dead end, or a little bit of a level of frustration there. Eight of Swords with the restriction card over here. It's almost like we're sort of reaching out. You see that, reaching out for something, and it just doesn't materialize. So what I think for August is, you may have a couple of opportunities. We sort of go out. We're sort of ready to pull the trigger on some of these opportunities that we do see, but it just feels like it doesn't get to where we want to be. It doesn't reach that level of, yes, there's where it is. Yes, that's what I need to do. It just feels like it either dead ends or it just doesn't materialize the way that we want it to. So very kind of a frustrating August as far as love goes. I think you do have better options in September and October. I do also think the more time that you spend looking and putting yourself out there, getting on the apps, going out, talking to other people, I think that's going to be the big key component. In other words, the more opportunities that you have, the better off you are for kind of circumventing this entire situation. So I think that's going to be interesting indeed. All right, but overall, it looks like a little bit of a frustrating month, which is not good, but I mean, you can't have wonderful, beautiful, amazing months every time. Most of the time you can, but hey, all right, let's look at something even better than love, which is work. All right, I mean, there's work. We're looking, maybe find something that's going to be even better than love. With your work. I mean, your work, we do know, speaking of the Tower moment, it does have a level of unpredictability up there. We talked about August and September with the work. Oh, Jesus, a Tower. That's a first. That is a first. Now, you saw me shuffle that deck. I'm a professional magician. I know how to shuffle a deck. You saw me shuffle the deck. You saw me produce a card from a random place out there. Jessica, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I do see it. You saw me shuffle the cards. You saw me produce it from a random location in the deck of a shuffled deck, and we get the Tower and card. It looks like August is just a little roughhousing for you. It does not look It does not look like August is going to be the cleanest month for producing something or getting some stability or getting yourself out there, making some big moves, making some big challenges, getting things done with that. The Tower just feels like, yeah, we are involved with a level of instability through August. It feels like a lot of things are just not going to materialize the way that we wanted. So you have the Hierophant, a couple of majors up in here. Hierophant's kind of good, though. Hierophant does say that we have a level of stability within here. It's kind of interesting. We have a Hierophant in August, just sort of ending with a Tower. So it feels like that the big work, all of the stability, all of the things are happening at the end of August, early September. We're going out on a limb here. End of August, early September, you could be bumping into a situation where you may need to find a new job. You may need to find an alternate location for stuff. It just feels like that there's a lot of unstable elements as we approach September. That is so interesting. So love looks like August is a little bit challenged. Now, don't get me wrong. Let me review again. There are open doors in August for love. You do have a situation where you can get some things done. But again, it depends on how much you're going out, how much you're on the dating sites, how much effort you're putting into it. Because, of course, you're not really going to find love if we're just not putting any effort into it. Same thing with playing a piano, doing art, doing anything. Right? The more effort that we had, the better off that we are going to get some results from it. So basically, the Seven of Cups, right? You're looking at more opportunities in work. Maybe this is a lateral move where you can get into a new position. This sort of at the same job, it's sort of a different position. They may be moving you into a different position, like it or not. I mean, I've gone through that a couple of times at my work where they just migrate me over to this new position. Like it or not, you're over here, you know? So you could have that. So Seven of Cups of opportunities here. He does seem kind of excited about the opportunities. It is leading into the Hierophant. I do think you could be in a situation where, again, you have an opportunity there and you just barely skate across. You just barely escape the Tower moment at the main sort of location where we're at. Six of Cups says it is all about having other people around, being able to lean on other people, trust other people, having contacts, having networking opportunities is going to be a key point, especially in here. Six of Cups with work is about networking opportunity. And obviously, if you do have a Tower moment coming, and you are good at networking, you have a lot of people on your side, a lot of people that are going to be talking to you about new jobs, new employment, new opportunities that are open up. They're going to come and they're going to say, hey, do you know anybody? They're going to say, yes, Sarah's the perfect one. You could be in that situation. So just be aware. It may not be bad. It just may be a little bit unpredictable once we sort of get in that. All right, let's see what's going on with that. I mean, you seem to have consistency at least. That's a good thing. How is E handling the breakup? Is he already talking to other people right now? If I'm going to be talking to other people after a breakup, you gotta go with what you know. You gotta go with what you know. We're going to go with the deck over here. If we're involved in a breakup, we need to talk to other people. We're going to do it with this deck over here, otherwise known as the Modern Love Tarot. That's what I'm saying. Talking confirmation. Yeah, if you have a couple of readings and they're kind of smell the same, they look the same. I mean, I'm just saying. You know, they may be indeed right on the right track. All right, so what's going on here? How is E handling the breakup? Is he already moving on by talking to other girls? Okay. If you don't know the story, by the way, let's go to the log. Let's go to the log and look at jendeukie over here. Let's see. We got, how do you spell that? Jendeukie. There we go, jendeukie. All right, both of the breakup is worth good things, or should we end it? All right, so this started about 7:15. So let's go through the history. Let's go through the history over here. All right. So we got a boyfriend, 7:15. I mean, you're looking at a week and a day ago. A week and a day ago, we had 715. All right, so we had that. Now, does E feel back me when we get back together? So it looks like on 716, the breakup materialized, and we had a question about, will E, how does it feel about me? Will we be back together? And I think on that one, it was kind of challenging with that. All right, so today's reading, by the way, say I keep a log on all your readings. So if you have a reading in the past, like 2 years, I have it in my log. So anyway, so we can go back and we can look at history. We get sort of get everybody up to speed. All right, so it looked like on 715, we had issues. 716, about a week ago, where we sort of implemented it. And now we have a week later. How is E handling this breakup? Is he already moved on? It's only been a week. I mean, it's only been a week. You think maybe they take a week off? Maybe they're not going to take a week off. No, they are not going to take a week off. It does not look like that at all. King of Cups. Wow. Jendeukie is still on their mind. Wow. Jendeukie is still on their mind. This is sort of an interesting tidbit for that. Evo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Man, so yeah, I mean, if you're looking at, if they're talking to other people or they're getting the love balloons going, it looks like the love balloon is out there. Okay, it looks like they've gotten the love balloons, they've blown them all up, and the love balloons are everywhere at this point. They're talking to quite a few other people, maybe a couple, what have you. And I thank you for your donation as well. Now, let's see. 3 of Cups says, again, yes. Okay, Knight of Wands says they're putting a lot of effort into this. Now, this is interesting. Let's go over why this is so interesting. They're putting a lot of effort into it, but you have that disassociated. You have that still upset. You have that not exactly ready for the next phase King of Cups at the end. It really feels like they're not into it. So I'm going through the motions of finding somebody else. I'm talking to other people, and I'm just not into it. I think they still have you on the mind, or they still are emotionally sort of distraught from the entire situation. Now, given it's only been a week, so we got to that's sort of natural. You still have all your habits, with jendeukie, always went out Friday night and we did this, and Saturday night we did this, and we went to breakfast on Sunday. And then all of a sudden, I got none of that. So, of course, on Friday night, Sunday morning, what's the first thing I'm going to think about? Oh, man, it's only been a week. So, King of Cups, they're still emotionally distraught from this stuff that happened. Now, 4 of Pentacles says they are meeting a lot of people they just don't like. And I mean, if you're dating online, you're going to meet a plethora of people that you just hate. Well, not really hate, but you're not going to meet a lot of nice people online. There's so many people that are just either wasting your time. They're like, yeah. Anyway, Samina, welcome. Good to see you. How you doing? But yeah, the 4 of Pentacles, we're not meeting our soulmate. In other words, they didn't go on Match.com, or I don't know what it is now, but whatever. They didn't go on the Match.com and meet. You can tell how old I am by saying Match.com. That's probably not even up anymore, is it? I mean, somebody tells me, is Match.com actually there? Anyway, but yeah, they're not meeting the people that they want. I'm just not getting, okay? Knight of Wands says they are putting a lot of effort into it. Now, why is that? We can speculate all day, jendeukie. We can speculate the whole day, okay? No, obviously, if you're together 6 years, Jesus. If you 6 years, obviously, the Sunday morning breakfast, we kind of miss it. We have to get something to replace it. That could be why they're putting the effort. But the Knight of Wands says they are not waiting around. They are not waiting around for that at all. So, yeah, that is rough. That is rough with 6 years. All right, let's go to the next reading. I think we're going to Jessica now. Jessica is on PayPal. We're going to hop over, my friends, to the PayPal reads. And we got a stalking situation. Oh, it's getting spicy up in here. It's getting spicy up. Jessica, stalking and harassment. That ain't no good. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for stalking and harassment. If I'm stalking and harassing, do you want the Poe? I guess we'll do Poe. Stalking and harassment seems like a Poe thing. I mean, I don't know Edgar Allan Poe, but I mean, just the stories and whatnot. You know what I mean? Look at the tower moment one more time. Sarah, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Oh, man. Yeah, stalking, got harassment up on a Saturday. Ain't nobody got time for that. Mary, I got time for Mary. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's look what kind of things we got going on. Basically, the question is, stalking and harassment going to ruin my life? Nine of Pentacles says, not really. I mean, not really. The Ten of Pentacles says, sure. It leaves a trail of drama. It leaves a trail of emotional impact. It's something you're going to remember, something you're definitely going to be impacted in your life, right? They're definitely going to leave sort of this trail, this empty spot in our heart and whatnot. Thank you, Mary, again, for your donation. And Samina, thank you for your sub. But yeah, it leaves a trail of just sort of emptiness in our heart. And that is kind of where this is at. Okay, overall, the King of Swords says you're sort of in command. You're not just somebody who's just moves with the waves. You're not somebody who's easily controlled. You're an independent person. You're an intelligent individual, and you're fully capable of moving on, not going to have any problems with it. You just move on with your life. So stalking, harassment, not going to be a problem. You're able to move past it, not an issue. Bree, I think, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But yeah, does it linger a little bit? Yeah. Does it feel like it's not going away? Yeah. But I mean, you're a strong individual. King of Swords is a very strong individual. They don't mess around. They're very in charge, and just be like that and move on. Get that Knight of Pentacles moment where things are better, things are improving, and overall everything is just better. All right, so I think it's going to be all right. The Poe has recovered us indeed. Utubeuser has recovered us too. Utubeuser's like, yo, I got a question. I met Rhodri online. He seems super nice. Seems like he's my type. I don't. Does that mean this 9 foot tall or whatever? Do you see this being a win? We need to see right now. Is this a win? Let's go with what we know. And we know tarot because we're talking about the Wonderland Tarot. It hasn't been on the table in forever. We already have a jumper. What is a jumper? Oh, Jesus. The jumper is the Lovers. I mean, you can't really hesitate with that. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. The jumper is the Lovers. Wow. The fact that we got the first card as the Lovers, and the fact that it needed to leap out of the deck, show its face, and be like, yo, I want to be the first card on the table. That is a poignant thing indeed. Two of Pentacles. Oh my, with a Page of Cups. All right, here's my prediction. I say that you seem super nice, and then they are your type, which I don't know, is that 9 foot tall? What was your criteria? I think it was like 5'11" or 6 foot or something like that. Super nice, seems my type. Everything's good. I think it's going to turn out fantastic at first. Again, we're going to go for the Lovers card at first. That's a very poignant card, and it kind of wipes out any other cards because you do have a little bit of a Page of Cups. Like, yeah, I'm kind of bored at some point, but I still think it's really going to work out well. The Lovers is a powerful card, carries you through at least a nice honeymoon phase. Going to be a great interaction. It's going to be good overall. Now, my prediction is you'll see 2 red flags soon, and you have to make some choices based upon what you're seeing with the red flags, the 2 of Pentacles. I'm going to have to juggle this. I'm going to have to make some choices here because I see a couple of red flags, and we need to figure out what we're going to do with those red flags. But I'm telling telling you, you don't see one red flag, you see two. Okay, we're going out on a limb. I'm historically, I'm like 8 out of 10 for YouTube user prediction. So we're going hard. We're going hard with this. We're not messing around. We're not playing. We are not playing tonight. I just got my new phone case. I got a cheapo $300 phone. Anyway, so this is an Android phone. I had Apple before, but the Apple phone this size costs $1,200, and I'm like, you know, I'm not really going to pay $1,200. Ooh, there's a $300 Android phone. The same size, no, actually bigger. So that's what I did. Anyways, I got a case for it today. It was only $8. Who are we? Who are we indeed? Amon, welcome to the stream. Who are we? Welcome to the stream as well. Evo is up next. Will I go to Europe in January, February, or July? Evo, that is a throwdown, my friend.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
We got a tarot throwdown up in here. Let's see where we're going to travel. We're looking for traveling cars. More traveling cars, more fiery cars is a win, my friends. If you don't know what a tarot throwdown is, that is a brutal cage match like a WWE between 2, 3, maybe 10 options in tarot. We got to put the cards down and see which one's going to be the best match, going to be the best kind of option for that. Oh, man, we got a lot of weird cards here. You know, really wanted like, I'm not going to be honest with you, I really wanted the Chariot in here, but I mean, God forbid I have that. Anyway, when I go to Europe, we got January, February, July. Let's break this down like MC Hammer up in here. Really looks like right now, January is kind of a win. Now, I'm going to predict something else. I'm going to predict that traveling in January is going to be very awkward and weird because I think either their price hike is there, something happens with the valuation of the dollar versus the other dollar, what have you. I think there's some money involved that's going to be like, ouch. But January is your best shot. The lovers kind of just peaks it in there. It just makes it kind of a win. Neve, what's going on? You do have a little bit of a February feel up in here. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. That is a little bit of a February feel, kind of highlighted by the playfulness, the fun, and the movement of that old princess up in there. But, oh man, the lovers circumvents this. It does circumvent this. I would say January 80%, February 20%. July just looks like a crap. July just looks like crap. I wouldn't even rely on that up in here is what I'm saying. What does B think about coming back on social media? Let's see. Anne is making the big appearance, making the comeback in the social media platform. If we're going to do something like that, we're going to go to the Tarot Tower over here. I still need to contact my woodworker friend and get him the Tarot Tower specs, but I have been so lazy this week. This has been the laziest week of my life. We have not put this on the table in a while. Y'all know it, otherwise known as a Light Seers Tarot. Such a clean deck. Beautiful deck. Everybody loves it. I don't know anybody doesn't like the Light Seers Tarot. Making it happen. Now, what does B think about me coming back, making my appearance on the social media? Light Seers Tarot is going to clean this up. Let's see what kind of things we're going with that. 4 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, and a King of Pentacles. They think that there's a particular reason you're coming back. I'm telling you now. B thinks they know you really well. Now, I don't know if they do know you really well or not, but I'm telling you that they think they know you really well. It's almost like a little bit of this narcissism with, I know what you're going to do. I can kind of predict what you're doing. I know how you think. And it's like they're trying to outsmart you for some random reason. And I don't think that's very practical, but I'm just telling you like it goes here, right? A little bit of trying to outsmart you in this, maybe a little narcissism back at that up. Dorothy, thank you for your donation. But overall, I think the 4 of Cups, they think they know why you're doing it, and they think it's partially because of them, which is interesting. 8 of Pentacles says that they believe that you thought about this for quite some time before you did it. I think ultimately, your sort of a connection with them is what caused you to do it. King of Pentacles says basically they feel like they're responsible. Now, I don't know why, but they feel like they're responsible for this particular thing. So again, man, a little bit of a narcissistic feel to this individual. I mean, I'm not going to lie, a little bit of a narcissistic feel with that. Jessica, got your next donation. Oh, we got a couple of donations over PayPal. Architect, thank you for your donation. Jessica, thank you for your other donation. Speaking of PayPal, let's hop back over there. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. We're going over to the PayPal section, doing some reads, making it happen. Get a little Cheryl Marchetti. I mean, we're going back to the basics tonight. We're going back to the old school decks, the one that has TarotOracle on it. We'll do that for the PayPals. All right. Architect, yeah, something like that. Anyway, let's do A. We'll say A. A wants to know, will my mom receive money? All right, let's see if we're going to receive money or not. Making it happen over here. Let's put a space in there. There we go. Will mom receive the fat cash that they need? Everybody needs a little fat cash in their life. If you're not playing the Mega Millions, you do need to. It's almost up to a freaking $1 billion. I'm not sure what you're going to do. Judy, thanks for hanging out with us. You're quite welcome. I'm just saying, you might as well spend $2 to play the Mega Millions because it's $1 billion. It's running up on $1 billion payout. And I mean, even if you get like 1/5 of that, I mean, once you're into the $1 billion club, even if you get like 1/5 of it, right? You know, you're like, oh, 4 other people won. I only got 1/5 of $1 billion. But I'm just saying, I am just saying that. Okay. Oh, man. I mean, just, the $2 might be worth it. And if you wonder what numbers to play, entertainment purposes only, but I do have how to pick lottery numbers from tarot cards. Would you rather have the machine do a quick pick, or would you rather you pick your own numbers and you be in charge of it? I'm just saying, you should be in charge of your numbers. And I give you one option to do that. You don't have to do that. All right. Will mother receive the fat cash? Oh, I'm going to say no. There's something wrong with the fat cash. I can tell you that now. Lani, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Architect, there's something wrong with the fat cash. How long have they been waiting for it is my first thing. How long have they been waiting for it? Reason I say that is because this card here, it's like this has been taken forever. And it feels like they've either contacted some people, they've sort of been concerned, worried, what's going on with that. Joan, welcome to the stream. But there's a level of concern and worry if they're ever going to get it. But receiving the money looks challenging. And, I'm going to go ahead and ask, how long has it been? And the reason I say it's been challenging, and it's going to be challenging, because of the 3 of Swords. You have the crying dude over here. Carolina, welcome back. It just feels like there's a level of heartbreak here that we haven't received it. Almost like this is something we should have received a long time ago. We should have received this a long time ago. We're still not going to receive it for a little longer time. It looks like they're either holding back, they're doing it on purpose. I mean, it really feels like you're getting screwed on this. I'm just sorry. Just my opinion on this, just based upon what I see. Keep trying, keep pursuing it, keep after it, but it feels like it's going to be longer even so. But which is painful, as you can see from the crying dude on there, which I think is that Shiro? I don't know. Give me a fingerprint for PayPal. Okay. All right. Oh, Jesus. Did it log me out of PayPal? Okay, did it log me back in with a fingerprint? There we go. All right, Maruta, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, we're going back to JT. JT's up in the house. JT's like, what is happening tonight? Still in the PayPal trade, my friends. Bullying harassment going to continue. All right, harassment gonna continue. All right, is the harassment, bullying, and all the bad things, this is gonna continue. We'll stick with the Poe, because the Poe knows. You know the Poe knows. Y'all been here long enough. Edgar Allan understands the struggle. That's what I'm saying. Sandra, welcome. Good to see you. Hi from Trinidad. Well, Sandra, hello back from the great state of Texas, where it's a drought. There are power shortages. We don't have any water. It's 105 degrees. It's just heaven up here in Texas. Anyway, maybe I should move to Trinidad. Hey, let me know how the weather is over there. All right. Is harassment going to continue? Nine of Swords, it says for a limited amount of time. Yeah, but then it sort of comes to a conclusion. The Nine of Cups is things get better, which is where you want to go. Ultimately, that's at the end of the story, the conclusion, the very ending. Spoiler alerts. It does get better. Nine of Cups is a fantastic. In other words, emotionally, we feel better. We feel superior. It doesn't feel as bad, but it continues for a little bit. It does. So it's not going to go away like tonight or tomorrow or anything like that. Nine of Swords is stop worrying about it. Even if they're trying to harass, trying to bully, just ignore it. Put them on ignore. Don't worry about it. Don't have a second thought about it, and just go about your life. Because ultimately, the more they worry you, the bigger pain in the butt they become. But if you can sort of tune them out to an acceptable level, I think that's going to be good indeed. All right. Yeah. Where's that lottery app that I had? Maruta, let me know what your question is as well. Where's that lotto.com? Yeah, here's the lottery. Here you go. So that is the Mega Million, $790 million. If I win that, every one of y'all in chat are going to get a $100 Amazon gift certificate. I'm telling you now, if I win this, everyone in chat is going to get a $100 Amazon gift certificate to buy basically whatever tarot that you want. I'm going to give it to you. Whatever tarot that you want off Amazon, you're going to get it. Maybe multiple decks. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, that's a good payout. That's a clean payout indeed. So yeah. Anyway, so we're going over to Sarah. Let's look at the tower moment one more time. We need details. We need some details about the tower moment. You can't just put a tower twice on the table and not get Sarah to be like, what? What? Oh, man, let's get it. You put your question in chat. Maruta, thank you for putting your question in chat. I will hunt it down in just a minute. All right. I mean, let's see. That's a lot of cash. That is a lot of cash. So, yeah, I mean, that's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know. I'll probably end up buying a car. I guess more paintbrushes, because I need more paintbrushes, and then do some painting. I'm not going to work anymore. I'm just going to stream. I'm just going to stream. I'm going to stream my painting, and then I'm going to just do giveaways. Be like, you know what? Everybody in chat gets $100, you know, just something like that. Anyway, but that's assuming I win. If I win, then hey. If I don't win, then, you know, you're going to get free live tarot readings. The Tarot Oracle show is normal.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle show.
All right. Let's see. Look at the tower moment. What's upside down? What? Six of Pentacles. Interesting. People are not getting what they want. People are not getting what they want. And normally if somebody's not getting what they want, they do consider leaving. The job market, I mean, I don't know. The job market is kind of at that level where it's hard to find people, right? For the higher positions, a good position. And the Six of Pentacles, the giving card, the fact that it's flipped upside down, people are not getting what they want. What does that mean? That could mean we don't get the raise, we don't get the promo, we don't get all the things, and we're sort of excited about that. But I mean, that is going to be good indeed. What is going to be, I don't know, it's going to be bad. What am I saying? Good. The Six of Pentacles reverse says we're not getting what we should get. Ace of Swords says they're a little bit vocal about it too, right? A little bit vocal about it, making it happen. Ten of Wands says it's concerning them. I think they've made some statements and what have you. Ten of Cups is looking for a new home. You could have a situation where somebody key is leaving. they're sort of leaving or exiting or making an exit here, and it affects kind of the stability of the whole thing. Maybe the tower is people revolting and being like, look, I'm not getting the pay that I need. We're not getting the pay that I deserve. And you got a couple of key players. You know, the people that do everything could be leaving. That's what I'm going with. Yeah, that's what I'm just going with. It looks pretty clean right here. 10 of Wands. This is weighing on me, not getting the rewards that we should. Ace of Swords. We've been vocal about it. So I would say if you want to sort of see if the reading is accurate, look for the Ace of Swords. Who around there has been vocal about, I'm not getting the kind of things that I need to be happy? And that person could be out the door. Could be a 10 of Cups. Hey, I'm finding a new home, a new happy family. Was he unfaithful earlier in the week with who? Oh, geez, Mary's got a cheater on their hands.
Are they cheating on me? Those panties ain't mine.
Oh, man. Finding the foreign panties up in that. You never know what's going to. Okay, we're going to do a cheater read. We got to have the This Might Hurt Tarot. This Might Hurt Tarot could be a problem. Could be an issue. We'll never see you if you win. I mean, Effie, I said it once, I'll say it again for the 1000th time. Y'all are kind of my family at this point. I consider y'all like my friends, my family, and stuff like that. I'm not going to abandon y'all. Will I take a nice European tour? Sure. But, you know, I'm going to buy all sorts of fancy phones and stuff, and I'll be streaming with those phones and doing giveaways from my I don't know, my yacht or something in Paris. I don't know. That sounds so odd, but I mean, hey, you know, you go with what you know. Do we have a cheater? Now, Lani, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate it. Man, well, I hate cheating things. All right. Now, the first thing we got to say is entertainment purposes only. Never assume somebody's cheating based upon some fat man on YouTube reading tarot cards. Okay? Did we establish that? We're on the same page, Mary? I don't think so. Do I think everything is crumbling down in this connection? Absolutely. Just like Sarah's got the double tower, you got the single tower. You got the tower over here. It's crumbling. Lightning's hit it. Everything's going downhill. Temperance, it feels like the balance just isn't in this connection anymore, and it should be. But the Page of Swords, here's the biggest problem you got. There doesn't seem to be a good level of connection, communication anymore. It feels like a lot of structurally sound things, a lot of things that we relied on to be happy in this relationship have kind of moved away. They moved out. They exited stage left, and now we're connected just barely. We're barely making the connection, the communication we need. We're barely making things happen with this. And overall, it just looks challenging, to say the least. Wow. But, I mean, you know, you got to kind of deal with it, what you have. All right, A, we're going back to PayPal, my friends. Let's do it. Let's have some fun over here. A was like, look, partner, moving to Spain. That's where I need to go. Moving to Spain is where I need to go. I heard Spain is just freaking amazing and freaking gorgeous. We got to make it happen. Then we got Maruta coming back in here. All right, man. I need to at least go to Spain and visit. That looks good. Like all the pictures online and stuff. It's just like, wow. Then you look at some of the videos of like the best vacation spots. Some people are saying Spain, like it's just really, really cool looking. Lots of stuff to see. Spain and Rio. I'd like to go to Rio. A lot of places I'd like to go to. I do not want to sit on the plane. I guess I could do time travel, also known as sleep. You know, you sleep on the plane, get a little CBD and get a little snooze on the plane up in there. Because sleeping on a plane without some assistance is very difficult, is what I say, right? Very difficult. Spain is on fire right now. Well, okay, maybe I'll put that off. Anyway, we're moving to Spain. Me and the party moving to Spain. How will it go? 4 of Coins says, wow. Wow. 6 of Swords and 9 of Wands. There's a level of uncertainty in Spain waiting for you. I can tell you that now, right? There's a level of uncertainty. Maybe Maruta is saying the obvious right now. It could be a little bit of an issue. Nine of Wands says it is sort of an injured warrior, wounded warrior over here. It feels like maybe now isn't the right time. There could be a delay with this. The reason we say the Six of Swords is a travel card, which is good for your question, because you're saying, yeah, I want to travel, I want to make it happen. But the Six of Swords is also a long, prolonged travel. It's not something quick, right? It's not like a Knight of Swords chariot, Eight of Wands. You have she's pushing it with a stick. That's not the same as a speedboat. So it's going to be a little bit longer. I would say wait if you can, as far as that goes. And that's going to be the better option for you, indeed. But yeah, you do have also a Four of Coins. Almost feels like saving money now for the move is going to be very prudent for you, indeed. Overall, it looks decent, but if you can wait, if you could delay, that's going to be better off for you. Be prepared for a level of uncertainty and maybe not the accurate stability once we get there. A Four of Coins is also either the cost or there's other expenditures that you have to do to either make this happen. So it's a little bit more expensive than we would have liked. Bree, you're up next after Maruta. And Maruta is next indeed. What does Maruta want to know? Maruta typed it out in the chat. Let's go look at my little happy program. Amazes me that anybody, what do you mean it amazes you that people win the lottery? The good thing about the lottery is it's just numbers. It's just numbers. If you can tap into the psychic realm, if you can tap into, because again, all the books say that reality is fake. Reality is something that you produce from your expectations and your beliefs. And I believe that numbers are just numbers. If I can tap into something and get numbers, that's going to be a good key, right? Because it's not like picking stocks in the stock market or something like that. It's just numbers. If you can tap into that, I think that's going to be good. All right, let's see. Call that confirmation. Glad you're recovering. The amount of donations. Love my Android. Star Tarot, please. I have to wait. Okay, Star Tarot, we can do that. Now, will I have to wait until October for my fat cash? Let's see if October is going to be the delay. Are we going to make that happen? Is that going to be something that, something that we get done here? Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Star Tarot version 2, by the way, in case you're shopping for this. You're like, I'm kind of shopping for something. This is a Star Tarot. It's version 2. Version 1 had some issues. All right. Version 1 had a couple of issues. So this fixed it. You do have a misprint for the Emperor is the Emperor, but I don't know. There's a replacement in the box or something. Six of Wands. We'll have to wait till October. Prince of Wands and the Eight of Swords. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. The default winner or the default kind of decision maker here, the tiebreaker is going to be the Eight of Swords. It's sort of, we're restricted from getting the money that we need here. Prince of Wands, we're not able to summon the fiery aspect that we need to make it happen. Six of Wands says we get our money, which is good. That we get our money, which is good indeed. But it takes a little bit longer than what we're expecting. Prince of Wands, not a lot of fire in here, not a lot of movement, not a lot of things going on. Eight of Swords, you're kind of restricted from getting it. They're kind of restricted from either paying it out maybe for a little bit. So yeah, indeed. Gonna go with a thumbs up on that. It does look like you will have to wait until October for said fat cash. Bree is next. Bria's like, look, I need a place to live. I need somewhere to go, somewhere to live, something beautiful to do up there. We're going to go with a pastel kitty tarot. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about indeed. If I won the lottery, Tracy says, if I won the lottery, I have several people that I want to help before I ever did anything for myself. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everybody, especially at like the $1 billion thing. Now, I said before, I don't like regular charities. So what I would do is I would give money to all the pet shelters, animal shelters, no-kill animal shelters. I'd give money to them and do it anonymously, and homeless shelters as well, and the cooks that go to that make the meals for the homeless and stuff. Anyway, I would do all of that, upgrade their kitchen equipment and all this other stuff. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Will I end up living in Chicago or ATL? Let's do Chicago over here. Let's do ATL, otherwise known as Atlanta, over here. Chicago kind of is a default winner, I got to say now. Chicago is pretty simple there. You got the Star, you got the Hierophant, and the Four of Pentacles. Oh, man. You could have the possibility of doing either one. Atlanta is really not your style. I got to say that. Just not your style. It feels like that, I mean, this is not really your style going in here. Hierophant, maybe it's too busy. Maybe there's traffic issues. Maybe it feels like it's not exactly what you want. The Star says you are kind of guided to Chicago. I think Chicago's overall a better fit. Now, be aware of the Five of Swords. There are some downsides from getting into Chicago. I mean, it does feel like we have to get the right timing, the right time of year, whatnot. It does get brutal cold, brutal hot. You kind of have to have sort of, where you're going to be set out. You do have to sort of watch where we're at as well. Five of Swords says you do have a capability of making mistakes. So you definitely need to well research Chicago before we go, take a little visit there. But the Star says you're more guided to Chicago than Atlanta, at least in my opinion, and the Pastel Kitty's opinion as well. All right, we got the next one. YouTube user, what is relationship? What is Rhodri looking for in love? Everybody needs some of that love. And you know what I love? I love a little bit of my deck right here, otherwise known as the Waterfall Tarot. You know it, you love it. I mean, it is on sale. It is on sale in the link in the description. On sale for $19. Anelle, good morning to you. How are you doing? Good to see you. All right, let's see what's going on with YouTube user. What is Rhodri looking for a relationship? So Rhodri is the new possibility. We got the Lover's card. That is clean. We got the Lover's card for YouTube user. That is clean indeed. All right. Rhodri is looking for a short-term relationship. Now, I don't mean like short-term, like 2 days or something like that. I mean, they're not really looking for like super long-term, not looking for a big marriage ceremony. They're just kind of, let's hang out and let's see where it goes. The World card is a nice ending to a possibility, a nice ending to things happening. And overall, that is a good card to have on our side. It means I'm pretty flexible for where I want to go, what I want to do, how I want to do it. And that's kind of what you need from somebody. You don't need somebody who's hard-lined, right? Like, I want to get married. I always want to get married. I want to have 9 kids. I want to get married. You don't really want somebody hard-lined for that. You want somebody who's going to accept the relationship as it is. They're going to kind of feel out the relationship, no pun intended. And they're going to kind of, figure out where we're going to go from there. Not of wants is, hey, wherever we're going to go, I definitely want to be there. But be aware they are looking for a short-term relationship. It could be 6 months, 2 years. I don't know, is 2 years long-term anymore? I don't know. It could be 6 months, 9 months, whatever. But yeah, that Three of Swords says there's sort of a little bit of a short-term relationship. The way it is. That's not a problem though, right? Three of Swords at the end does say it could be a little bit challenged if we want to drag a marriage out of that. But I mean, hey, not everybody's ready for a marriage. We just met them. And like I said before, you're going to see 2 red flags and you got to kind of figure out where you're going to go from there. They could be some pretty substantial red flags, like, they just got arrested last week. They got arrested last week for, I don't know, for driving their car into a pond, or I don't know. Anyway, Dorothy Collins is next. Dorothy, good to have you back. Welcome. What's coming towards me? Dorothy Collins got that nice generic question like that. Like that. Let's see. What is headed your direction? This is the Adventurer's Tarot, by the way. If you don't like this one, I have no idea why. I did get a couple of comments on this. They're like, I just don't like my. I mean, I can appreciate that. It's not our style. There's like 2-3 decks released every day. So, hey, if this one's not your style, there's another like 900 this year that you can choose from. And by the way, I got the new Titanic Tarot in my hands. Unboxing tomorrow. The Titanic Tarot. Unboxing tomorrow. We're going to make it happen. Anyway, let's go for this. What is coming towards me? 2 of Pentacles. Ooh, into a 10. Wow. Wow. We're going to go for a big decision-making process coming soon. What is coming? You have to make some big decisions. You have to make some big things happen in your life in the coming months. Absolutely going to happen. The 2 of Pentacles is all about making those decisions, figuring out where we're going, figuring out what we need to do. It's also about opportunities as well. And there's a sort of a 10 of Wands is weighing us down with that. Now, this is one of 2 things. Number 1, our decision is something that we don't want to deal with. A lot of times you'll get that, right? Do I need to pay a parking ticket or something like that? I don't want to deal with that. Like I have to go renew my driver's license. Oh God, I do not want to deal with that. But I got to, right? You got to make a decision. I put it off. You got to make a decision on that. That could be one of the ways. The other one is the decision, it comes at a cost. In other words, this is something that weighs on us a little too much. Ultimately, it works out for the best. You do have a very beautiful, very dynamic 10 of Pentacles at the end. So decisions, whatever they make, you make a good one, or the level of commitment that you have to this decision, you have to go forth and do it to get this result. You can't put it off, right? Like I put off my driver's license renewal literally forever, but I need to go. I just hate scheduling that. I hate waiting in line over there, but that's the way it goes. Ultimately, that is what's coming to you. So there. A little bit of a sneak preview in the next few months, making that happen. And what could I do to be more unpredictable? Okay. More unpredictable on social media. Ooh, that's kind of an interesting question. What can we do to be unpredictable? I don't know. Ooh, I guess we'll go with an unpredictable deck, maybe. Paula, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Anelle, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. Let's go with a little bit of a Mons Tarot over here. Make it happen. What can we do to be unpredictable? I've never heard this question before. How do you get a level of unpredictability on social media? I don't know. Let's see. New driver's license, overjoyed to live that long. You just saw the new expiration. Oh man, I hate going up there. I just hate going up there. Way it goes. utubeuser. All right. It's got another question. Thank you, utubeuser. I appreciate you. Unpredictable. Oh, I mean, how to answer this. Hanged Monster, look at it from a different perspective. That's an easy one. Hanged Man is such an easy feeling from here. Hanged Monster, look at it differently. Look at things from a different perspective. If you normally post this, post that. Looking things from a different perspective is going to be good. In other words, maybe look at things. So maybe if you're leaning on this direction most of the time, switch it up and lean on another direction. right? The hanged monster, sort of making posts that normally we wouldn't make because we are looking in a different direction, looking at a different perspective as far as that is indeed. Three of Wands. This is something where you look at other people's posts. What are other people posting? I think if you post, like if you get on canva.com and you get a... and you make a social media template, right? Like with music, and it's got the video, because Canva will make you a really pretty social media template. And you can post that. All of a sudden, it looks super professional and all this other stuff. So it's kind of fun, right? A Three of Wands. So look at other people, look on canva.com and get a social media sort of a template, and then use that to make a really cool post. I'd be totally different than what we're doing. Four of Wands overall, become familiar with the social media. What is common? What is popular? What's going on there? And you don't sort of follow the trend sometimes, because sometimes you do have a trend of things on social media. People posting pictures of their cat or their dog or what have you. I think it's going to be kind of fun. And something you can do. The unpredictability indeed. What is the Gemini feeling? We need a Gemini update pronto. Making it happen, Matt. What? Oh man, can we do? We need a pretty deck for this. We do need a pretty deck for this. We do have this one. It is otherwise known as Victorian Romantic Tarot version 4. Version 4. We like this deck. This is a beautiful deck with that. All right, what are we feeling about us? Will we get a peaceful resolution on the messy conversations? Let's see what's going on with the peaceful and the messy streaming combo over here. Oh my, is it going to be all right at the end of the day? I think that's what we want to know. Is it going to be all right? I'm going to go with the Fool. There's a level, okay. There's a level of literal, speaking of unpredictability from the last reading, there's a level of unpredictability here that's going to creep in. The reason I say that is you got to kind of go with whatever happens. This is something we got to go with the flow. We got to ride the wave across and make it happen. The Fool says just go with whatever happens. And I think that's difficult because you've got a stake in this, right? You've got a dog in the race over here. You got a stake in all of this. And it feels like that you want to take this in this direction or that direction. You want to get kind of a clean cut answer to some of these other things. And it feels like the Fool is not giving you that, but riding the wave, riding that and just sort of doing whatever is going to be good for you because it removes a lot of the stress, a lot of the unpredictability. And a lot of times we do get in that situation where it's too unpredictable. We don't feel like things are going our way and whatnot. Three of Wands says kind of look to the Gemini to make the next move. And that is going to be the big difficulty too, right? So waiting for them to make the next move is going to be difficult, but you got to do it. This is something where the Gemini is kind of in control here. Sometimes they're coming in, sometimes they're waiting too long. You just got to kind of, again, roll with it. Let them make the next move. What is the Gemini feeling about us? I think this is a true Gemini in some respect. One day they're a little bit happy and content with it and love. The other day they're just like, nah, screw this. I just don't want to deal with this anymore. And it feels like that's kind of where we're at. We're just kind of in this weird mix of happenings here. Justice says it will balance out though, which is good. You want that to happen because you don't want a situation where it's always like this. Things will calm down. Things will happen. Not going to be too bad. Two of Cups says we're going to be able to make a peaceful resolution. So if you're looking for a peaceful resolution, we're going to get the party balloons. We're going to throw them out there because the last card is indeed the Love, the Two of Cups. Getting that resolution that we're looking for, getting the connection that we're looking for and making it happen is going to be very powerful indeed. And you ultimately will be pretty content with how things work out, in my opinion, of course. All right, Anelle is next. What is coming towards me? We're getting a lot of these tonight. Where are we going in life? What's coming towards me? Joan, have a good shower, my friend. Are you going to have a shower and eat a banana? I mean, that's what I'm doing after stream. Having a shower and eating a banana. Oh, man. All right. What's coming towards me? Six of Swords, Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. A lot of the things, Anelle, that you have been excited about, that you have been pursuing, that you have been chasing, take way too long. That's one of the big factors here. It just takes way too long. And that's going to be not exactly good in some respects, but hey, you got to kind of go with what you know here. This is sort of a weird situation. A lot of things we're excited about, a lot of things I'm trying to pursue, I'm trying to get closed down. And that's kind of frustrating sometimes too. We're trying to close down something, finish something, and it just takes a little longer than we had expected and whatnot. Six of Swords is a slow moving card. It does say that things are moving a little bit too slow. And the interesting part is it's going the opposite direction it usually goes. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. Go in the opposite direction. It almost feels like a lot of our goals and aspirations are moving backwards, almost like a Mercury retrograde over here, almost like a Mars retrograde, as the efforts are getting pulled back. We're taking 2 steps forward, we're getting pushed 1 step back. Page of Wands says, for the next month, don't try anything significant. Don't make any big moves, any substantial things. Just sort of relax and see where things go with this. Because I think this is something like where you just got to wait for the results and then you make a move instead of trying to force something through, right? Force something through. And thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, I got YouTube user, quadruple shot, I think. No, triple shot. We got the YouTube user triple shot. Then we got Ann up in there. And let's see. Effie is going to make poached eggs and noodles. Ooh, that sounds kind of cool, actually. That sounds quite yummy indeed. I will take some too. All right. Can I see Rhodri to get over in? I mean, hey, if they're fun, and we saw that, right? Little 3 of Swords, that's not going to be a problem. If they're fun, then I think we have quite a possibility to that. Let's go to the Tarot Tower. Let's get this one over here. It's otherwise known as the Tarot of the Lantern Path. If anybody is watching this later, they're like, what is that deck? Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Binge watching some TV. Yeah. Christina's been binge watching Grey's Anatomy, which is an interesting show. Going through all 20 seasons gets old. I got to say that. But yeah, it has managed to capture my interest, I guess, which is good. Anyway, you got the 2 of Pentacles, Strength, and the Tower. The Tower's all up in here tonight. It is. The Tower's all up in here. All right. Going out on a limb because I do it. I think Ann is going to get jealous. Anna's going to get jealous. Going out on another limb. I think Ann is going to see you and Rhodri out together. Okay? Go way out on a limb. I think Ann is going to either see or hear about it. They're going to get jealous. The Tower moment. Things are sort of like, oh my God, what's going on with that? And I think they're going to try to force you to make a decision, maybe 2 of Pentacles with Strength. That's way, 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 way out on a limb, but I'm willing to go for it. I'm willing to go for it. That's really, really out on a limb. But yeah. But that is if you choose to sort of be Rhodri's individual for some time, right? So if you choose to go that route, because clearly you can say, you know what, Rhodri, how about you bite my butt? I'm out of here. And things could go quite differently. But just saying, if you so choose. By the way, we're choosing to end soon tonight. We're ending up soon, wrapping it up. We got 2 more YouTube user, and we got 1 Ann, and we are out of here tonight, my friends. Thank you for hanging out. Weekend is half over. We are rocking the house tonight. Where we get into a relationship. I mean, the Ace of Swords said this is something that you do have a good connection. They seem so easy to communicate with, so easy to have a conversation. It seems like everything is just effortless half the time. You don't really have to go way out on a limb. You don't have to go, do a long stretch in order to make it happen. YLK, I got your PayPal. I will get you next. Thank you so much, YLK. But yeah, it does feel like you're in that mode. Ace of Wands says it is good. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. You have a good communication. We have a good sort of connection. There's like no emotional resonance at all. There's no emotional resonance at all. It feels like they're just emotionally distant. We feel like we can't talk to them about emotions. But we have a lot of fun with them. It's able to very, very easily talk to this individual. So yeah, you can. You can get into something. You know, when somebody's that easy to talk to, it feels like we can just do anything with them, right? So it's a lot of fun. So it's sort of a good time. You go to the bowling alley or to whatever to have a good time. You don't go to marry the bowling alley, right? You don't go to do a bowling tournament. You just want to go and have a good time. And that's kind of where Rhodri fits in. All right. R or A? Who will move forward with permanent love? Permanent. All right. We'll go R over here and we'll go A over here. Let's see. We got R and A. So R is here, A is over here. For a permanent connection, the Four of Wands. Ooh, interesting. R looks like if you really want to kind of drag out a permanent connection, I think the Queen of Cups kind of wins over here. Queen of Cups here's what it comes down to. A is better emotional fit for you. That's the bottom line. A is a better emotional fit. You got the Queen of Cups over here. It feels like we have a good emotions. The Seven of Cups. It feels like we have a lot of emotional resonance, a lot of things, again, that we can rely on to make this happen. So what's more important to you? Going out, having fun, getting some Four of Wands, sort of a home, happy family, but a Page of Pentacles. There's not much stability being made out of this. Or having a good emotional connection, because the emotional connection with R does feel like it's lacking a little bit. But hey, you got to do what you got to do there. And overall, there is your answer. And we got A and we got YLK, and we are done here. And Walston says, be going to watch my social media and why? All right, are they spying on us? If we're going to spy on somebody's social media, we're going to do it with teddy bears. Do it with teddy bears. All right. Let's see if that's going to be something we can do over here. Oh, man. Let's see. B just going to watch the social media? Are they going to kind of spy on us? I think that they are still interested in what you're doing. That's the bottom line. They're interested in kind of where you're going, what you're doing. The Emperor. They feel like they have a little more control over the situation if they do watch. So yeah, if I look at you, then yeah, sort of I have more control. I have a level of command over the situation. I do think they're going to act like they don't watch. So if you do ask them or confront them, I don't think they're going to say that they do watch. I think they're going to be like, what? I don't watch that at all. So yeah, you do have a little bit of an 8 here. I'm blind with it. I'm not able to watch it. Something I don't do. Overall, yeah, they do watch it. I mean, that's something where they're just interested in what you're doing, where you're going, how things are moving along, because social media does tell a lot about a person. If we have an ex or something, we watch their social media, we can see when they hook up with somebody new. We can sort of see what they're doing, what kind of fun things they're having in their life. So it's kind of like a gauge of how happy is this person compared to when I was with them. You know what I mean? Anyway, all right, Sampson went silent. All right, let's see. YLK. Sampson went silent mode. That is no good unless you're silent moding your phone for the night. But that is no good sometimes, Let's see if we're going to be able to fix that. Six of Cups, Hanged Man, the Devil. Sampson went silent. I think Sampson found something else to do. Could be another person. It could be a maybe an individual. It could be a hobby. They basically found something else to do. The Six of Cups, it feels like maybe I met something or somebody new, right? I met somebody or somebody new. Hanged Man, this is going to be radically different than what we had or what was going on with all of that. The Devil card, they're just sort of going and making whatever new thing is happening over there. It just feels like that they're busy. They're busy with something else. Six of Cups, it could be, I mean, Six of Cups could be a lot of things. It could be a family matter where we have a family emergency. We have something at work that's an emergency. Six of Cups with that connection. Hanged Man says it's going to be radically different than what they've been doing before. So you just got to sort of understand that and understand where that is going, what's coming from that. The Devil card says overall, you may not want to be involved in it right now. Let them stay silent. Let them do what they need to do and sort of come back later and get an update on what happened with that. And speaking of what happened, we are done for tonight. Thank you all for your generous donations. I appreciate you. We will see you tomorrow.